So the question is, all right, because obviously some people see that and they're like, all right, well, these people have no life. They're slaving behind a chair, back's killing them. Their carpal tunnels bothering them. They're in the shop 17 hours a day to make $6K a month. How would you respond to that?
Yeah. So for me, I don't care if I'm making 20K a month if I can't do anything with it. I don't care if I'm making 15 if I can't do it, or 10 or 9 or 8. Doesn't matter, right? The goal here is to cut hair because I love to cut hair. It's not because I need to do it to be able to pay for my bills, right? And so once you've hit 6 figures, that's just the standard. At that point, and in parallel, we're making sure you're splitting up your income, your expenses, and your income that's coming in. Why? Because that's what underwriters want, right? That's what any bank wants, any banker, okay? And so to me, if you want to work less, it's not charging more for less clients. Because here's the thing. I worked in 2010 during the recession. Did you work during that time?
No, that was right before my time, bro. I was still delivering pizzas, working in the warehouse, order selecting. Shout outs to my warehouse workers.
Bro, if a guy came into the industry and was not booked and was charging over $50 during the recession, that boy would be broke, right? And the reason why, and so for me, I want to build a clientele that's going to survive through test. And why is that? Because when there is a correction in the marketplace, that is the best time to start buying assets. How do you get financial freedom? Okay. It's not through a bunch of money saved and living on the interest. That'll take you 40 years. I don't care if you're making 200 grand a year and you're saving 80% of it. It's going to take you 10 years or more to even get remotely close to financial freedom. Because in my opinion, with financial freedom, it isn't that you have 5,000 in bills and you're making 5 grand, in your sleep and, and whatever, right? What it is that, let's say that dream lifestyle is, let me ask you, Marv. Financial freedom. That means that you're free, you have what you want, and you don't have to worry about money. What does that look like to you?
Financial freedom to me would look like if I had as much passive income as possible to be able to cover my bills. So that way I could pretty much do whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah, but you're not really financially free because you're still compromising, right? Do you have the house, the dream house, the house that you want? That if you were financially free, that's the house you'd live in the city that you would live in, the lifestyle that you would want in that financial freedom. Like,
yeah,
do you have that? Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah, do I have that now?
Yeah.
No. This is. I'm in New York, bro. I ain't trying to stay here forever. You know what I mean? I'm trying to come down to Tampa and see you, bro.
So typically, when I ask that question, what a lot of people will say is, "Yeah, I want a 4 or 5 bedroom house." Okay, great. With a pool? Yeah. With some land? Yeah. What does that cost in your area? It's $1 million. That's a $10,000 mortgage with insurance and everything, right? Okay, what kind of car you driving? Oh, I'm driving a damn Hellcat. All right, that's a $2,000 car note. What's your wife driving? Escalade. That's another $2,000 car note. You're already at $14,000 a month, and you want financial freedom, right? Okay. What about traveling? Do you want to travel? Yeah, I want to travel 3 times a year. I don't know about you, but I spend about 10 grand every time I go on vacation. Okay, that's another 30 grand divided by 12. You're looking at another $2,000 a month just on travel. We're at 16K. We haven't talked about food, clothing, going on dates with your wife, taxes, savings. 30K a month is what you're going to need to live even near that lifestyle. And to me, that's the target. I want to be financially free with that lifestyle. How do you get there? And to me, it's not stacking a bunch of money. To me, it's leveraging, right? At the point you hit 6 figures, if you're bankable, you can leverage and you can start that journey. And this is why guys like Jordan, guys like Mo, guys like Todd, all these guys in their first year in the program, they bought their first investment property, right? And we could talk about real estate, we can talk about businesses, but you know, what I also realized is that 5 years ago, I didn't want to open more shops. I thought it was a waste of time. I thought real estate was where it was at. Things have changed now. We've entered into 7, 8, 9% interest rates. And this is if you have great credit, which our guys are working towards great credit. As a matter of fact, the program, I have a full-time credit specialist that literally anybody who comes in, we start working on fixing their credit. Why? Because while they're increasing their income, we only need to get to 6 figures. I don't need y'all to get to 200 to 20,000 a month. I need y'all to get to 8,300 a month and be able to show that shit on paper. Because once you've done that, we can start buying real estate every year. We can start opening barbershops every year. And man, the barbershop system, one shop, if you use our system, should make you anywhere from $70,000 to $100,000 a year passively. You could leave for a year and that shit still make you that money. So if you need $30K a month, you need about 3 barbershops, 3 or 4 shops. But what if you do 2 shops and you're also doing real estate? And if you're bankable, we can do a property and a barbershop every single year. And if you have the systems in place, you can scale that. Like, I don't want people to bust their ass so that they can make 20K and then slow down. I want them to bust their ass so that they can buy as much real estate as possible and then slow down if they want to. But the way I run my barbershops is there's a system in place where every barber goes through it. And the moment you hit a certain quota, you have 3 options. You get to scale with us, you get to do something else, or you get to stabilize. There are barbers who don't care about building wealth and being financially free. Believe it or not, guys, that's like a third of the barbers out there. And that's perfectly fine. We have a system for that. Where, look, you got S-Craft, for example. He started at $20 a cut at my shop. Within a year, he scaled it to $100 a cut. The man still makes $1,000 a day. He works 4 days a week. He does 5 haircuts, 5 or 6 haircuts a day. Still clears $1,000 a day, and he's chilled. He only needed that for a season. Now S-Craft came back and said, "Bro, I'm ready to scale." Not only is he going to be able to scale because he's going to go from 4 to 5 at $100 a cut, he's going to be clearing $6,000 a month, right? But now he's decided, I've spent enough time just chilling. I actually miss cutting hair. I'm about to go all in now. Let's open a few shops. Because if you have 3 or 4 shops, you're done. If you have 2 shops and a few properties, you're done. So we don't need to get to 20K. And here's the best part.